Yo, what is up everyone? Welcome back to another Warzone video on the channel. Today we're looking at exactly how you guys can make your game on PlayStation 4 or Xbox One look 10 times better. Okay, we're gonna be touching up on a lot of cool tips, a lot of things you guys may have not known about you know, your monitors and your displays, as well as PCs and other things you guys can do outside of the game to make your game look much more saturated and brighter. I will let you guys know that a lot of these tips you guys may have not known about, so make sure you guys watch all the way through the video so you guys don't miss any valuable information. I would hate for you guys to miss something that can actually benefit you guys a lot. So with being said, guys, let's go straight into the first tip. Alright guys, so step number one, which is probably one of the biggest steps I can actually give to you guys. This is the only step that actually requires you to actually do something inside of the game, but you guys can actually go to your options. A lot of you guys have probably already heard of this, but you guys can play around with your colorblind type. It is in the general tab under accessibility, and you guys can pretty much play with this. It gives you three options of three different color elements that you can put on your screen to give it a different, you know, a different feel. It's not, I'm gonna take it right now, I'm just like not even lie to you guys, this is not going to make your guys' game look like mine. You know, I have other things going on in the background that you guys may not be aware of that pretty much make my game look the way it does, so I will explain that a little bit later on. But for those of you that don't have those things, if you guys want, you know, some sort of in-game way to change the way your game looks, then you guys can try out colorblind type. It will make it look a little bit different. So guys, try out colorblind type. As you guys can see, I just put it on. I'm not sure which one I put it on, but everything kind of looked green and I don't know why. But yeah guys, colorblind types do have a different effect for everybody's eyes. You know, we don't all have the exact same eyes, so some of us are indeed colorblind, and certain colors will look different to us. So with that being said, guys, that is pretty much the only thing you guys can do in game when it comes to, you know, changing the way the game looks. So I guess I'll go and show you guys other ways you guys can make your game look more colorful, which is pretty much the ways that I did like in the beginning. Alright guys, so this is a huge step, and make sure you guys watch all the way through the video because I wouldn't want you guys to miss this one as well. But you guys can actually go into your TV/monitor settings, and you can actually increase the saturation up from there. I know this actually might sound confusing, and a lot of you guys actually don't, you know, play around with your computers or your monitors and screens and stuff. I would really recommend you guys actually go inside of your settings and you know, configure a couple things. You know, you guys have buttons and menu buttons on your screens, so usually you guys have some sort of saturation, some sort of sharpness, brightness, or even gamma. A lot of those things will help your game look much better. Even if it can't look exactly like mine, they could look really close, and the colors could really pop a lot more. So I definitely recommend, you know, it doesn't matter what TV you guys have, chances are the TV that you guys have or monitor that you have does indeed have some sort of saturation settings. If it doesn't, then, you know, that's just kind of unfortunate. I know a lot of, you know, screens and displays that do have it, but there are a couple out there that don't actually have those settings. So you guys can go ahead and check and see if you guys do have some settings while you guys are watching this video. Just, you know, check on your TV, grab your remote, or just go to your TV and manually, you know, go to the menu and just see if you guys have any settings that allows you to have saturation. My BenQ 27-inch monitor actually does have a saturation setting on it, so I can actually turn up the color vibrance, and trust me, ever since I've done that, it just made the game look way better for me. All the colors pop a lot more. I can honestly see enemies better because not everything is gray. You know, everything is in gray, and rose skins kind of stand out a little bit easier for me. So I'll definitely recommend you guys go ahead and play with some saturation settings in your, you know, TV and your monitor, and just see how they work. And real quick, before anyone actually says that I'm not playing on PS4, because a lot of you guys have actually been saying that, let me just go to the menu real quick and show you guys I am indeed on a PlayStation 4, but I just have filters in my videos to allow it to actually like a PC. Alright guys, now there are only two other ways in my opinion that you can actually change the way the game looks on the Xbox One or PS4, and those ways both involve, you know, outside sources of, you know, the way the game looks, and they do require some things you have to either already own or you're going to have to buy. So what that means is pretty much you know, a lot of you guys already know this, but for those of you that don't, I actually use a Elgato HD60S capture card to actually, you know, capture my gameplay from my PlayStation 4 to my PC. And when you plug in that to the PC, and when you adjust some of the filters, turns out that it actually adjusts those filters for you as well. So if I was to go on my capture card settings and turn the saturation for my capture card, it doesn't only show more saturation on the PC, but it actually shows more saturation on my game as I'm playing in real life time. So that is a huge step. If you guys actually have an Elgato HD60 Pro just sitting around your house, I don't know if you guys, maybe you guys want to buy one for this reason. I mean, I wouldn't personally buy one just to have a better looking game, but if you guys are really desperate to make your game look better, then you guys could buy one online, and trust me, it's going to make your game look 10 times better. And I'm going to go ahead and show you guys exactly what I'm talking about right now. So I'm currently have my computer, my other monitor, and I'm going to go into my Elgato settings, and I'm going to go ahead and just bump up the saturation a little bit, and you guys are going to see that the game slowly starts to get more saturated. As you guys can see, I just just bumped it up to max saturation, and that is pretty much that, guys. That is how I get my game to look much more saturated, much more bright for the videos. Now, I do apologize for those of you that were really expecting, you know, some easier way to do this, or some way that doesn't require you have to buy something or already own something. But this is just me just telling you guys exactly what I do, and I would love if there was another way you guys can actually make the game look better, but there really isn't too many ways that, you know, Activision or the game developers have given us to actually make the game look better, besides, you know, monitor settings or even PC settings. As you guys see, that's pretty much all the Elgato right there. I didn't actually use any OBS filters yet, so this is all just the Elgato. Just like that, from the Elgato alone, we already have a much saturated game. As you guys see, this part actually used to look a little green, like a dark green, and now it's starting to look nice and yellow and more pop. Even the gun itself actually looks more purple as well. And if you were to go into our OBS filters, which is my recording software for my, for my PC and for my gameplay, if I will go ahead and go to the filters right here and I turn on our color correction and all the settings we have there, as you guys are going to see, the game, or pretty much the visuals of the game are going to look much brighter as well, and it's going to give it even more color pop because we actually did add a tad bit more saturation on that as well. So now, as you guys can see, this is pretty much how the game looks now, and it looks a lot better than what it did before, at least in my opinion. I know a lot of you guys actually don't agree with that, and that's perfectly fine. Like I said, the settings I gave you guys today were to, allow you guys to pretty much customize it and make it your own. You guys don't have to copy my settings at all, but this is just what I use for my videos. Well, guys, that's pretty much all there is to it, guys. That's exactly what I do for my videos. If you guys did enjoy the video and learn something new, be sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and post notifications so you guys don't miss any more videos like this with walkthroughs on how to make your console gaming experience much better. And also, guys, if you guys actually do need help with anything, if you guys don't have, any monitor settings or TV settings, or you guys can't find them, then definitely shoot some comments down in the comment section. A lot of people in the community love to help each other, and I also love helping you guys as well. So make sure you guys, ask some questions. If you guys indeed have any questions, do not feel shy. Yeah, guys, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace, love, and understanding always. I will see you guys in the next one.